Wow. I just want to say wow. Um, Cold Steel Master Hunter. Okay, I bought this knife. If you've seen some of my other videos, I've bought a lot of knives. I like to do reviews on knives, and I hadn't talked to anybody in a while. So I had kept seeing this knife whenever I was looking for a hunting knife. And I really wanted a heirloom quality knife, so I bought a gunny or a Bark River Gunny Hunter. Excellent, nice knife and everything. But I kept seeing this Master Hunter kept coming back, and I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna buy one to check it out to see if it's a nice knife or not. And I'll tell you something, I am really impressed. I just opened it out of the box. It just came. I'm not going to show you the box and everything like that, but it came in the box. It was brand new. I bought it on um, eBay, brand new from a supplier there. It was like I think it was just over 80 bucks. But I am really impressed with this knife. I mean, I'm just really. I don't think you can show it on YouTube how nice of a knife this is for the price point. I mean, I'm sure that they go up in price and whatever, maybe 80 or 100 bucks, but I definitely think it's worth that. The sheath is kind of a hard plastic, um, but it's very nice. I mean, it's not, you know, I like to be able to take, oh, look at that, Velcro and a snap. Wow, I didn't even get to that. So you don't have to take your belt off. You can just whip it over. And then, yeah, I mean, that's just really nice. And the thing that I was worried about, what I like in a hunting knife, I like it to be secure. My Bark River Gunny is a nice knife, but I'm gonna do another follow up with it. The thing I don't like about it is the sheath, and I gotta go buy another sheath for it now. And it's a nice knife, but this has like a nice sheath setup. It's this, you know, locks in, but this knife locks in here so tight and nice. And if you listen to this, you gotta push it a little bit and it locks in there. I mean, it's not coming out. You don't have to worry about this thing going anywhere. It ain't gonna come out. And I was just impressed overall. They could put a little thumb thing here, Cold Steel. Put a little thing here so when I grab the knife, when I push off, uh, that's in there. I never had a laminated steel knife. I have not cut anything with this besides I wanted to see if it was really sharp. It is excellent sharp. I love the grip. I love the grip. It is just, it feels just really nice in your hand. And it does not feel like it is going to come out at all. The knife is, I would say, I mean, I think it's very well manufactured. It does not look like I know you can't see this stuff because I went try to find tons of videos on this of people doing stuff, and it's either like they're beating it through wood or they're trying to show you stuff and you can't see it. So I'm gonna do the best I can, but I just wanted you to take my word for it. I have some nice knives and I have some junky knives, and this is a nice quality knife. I mean, it's just a nice quality. I don't know much about the steel. This is the VG1 Sanmai steel, and from what I heard on there, I mean, I plan on using this knife for hunting and skinning out animals. It's very thick, tang, very thick. I mean, I don't know if you can tell that, but that it's a very thick knife. It is not a little wimpy duty knife. And if you look at mine, I got about a large glove, so I'm gonna put that in there. And this feels just nice and comfortable, very nice and comfortable knife to hold. Um, just really a nice knife. I can see, I thought at first when they said Master Hunter knife, I thought, okay, let's see if it's a Master Hunter. And I really like the knife, just looking at it and everything, and it feels very good in your hand. The balance feels nice. I mean, I think for the price, it's just nice. You can put a lanyard on it. Now, I'm wondering if this thing is full tang, but I believe it is. If the tang goes all the way back to here. This one says it's made in Japan. And I agree with, there was another channel, a guy said Chinese stuff is not the same as Japanese stuff. And I think Japan, if they're making this knife, I think they're doing an excellent job with it. Cold Steel has some excellent designs. I have one of their um, Canadian belt knives, and I was very impressed with that. I mean, it only like $12 or $14, but I thought it was an excellent knife. But this is a really high quality knife for that. 100 or less price point. I don't know what they get for them. Maybe they're over that, but this was a brand new knife I purchased. And I mean, I have not touched this with anything. I have not touched this. I just took it out of the box for this. And I mean, this is just razor blade sharp. I mean, I want to get right on the belly there. Let's see if we can get right on the belly there. No. I mean, it's just, oops. I didn't do it right. Let me get there. I hate it when people screw this in. I mean, it's insane. And it's a flat grind, and I like this. I like it when they stop right there with the knife, so that when you sharpen it, you're sharpening the whole blade, the whole cutting point. That is really important to me. I don't like it when the blade runs all the way in there because it seems like there's twice as much section than that you can't sharpen. I'm really impressed with this. I would recommend this hunting knife. Now, I have not used it, but I can tell that it's not going to be any problem to gut and skin a deer with this knife. I don't know much about the metal or how much you're going to have to resharpen it. I am not a wood batoner. I'm not going to use this knife for batoning wood. My use for this knife will be deer hunting. You know, the once a year to take it out for the 9-day or 10-day gun deer hunting archery season. It might be used maybe on 2-3 deer a year. It'll be sharpened every year, so I'm not worried about. I'm not going to go out. I'm not a survivalist. I'm not going to survive with this knife, but I definitely think that you could. I think if you used it properly, I think it would hold a good edge. But I just can't say enough about the Cold Steel Master Hunter. I mean, just looking at it and seeing all the videos, I don't think anybody's just raved about this knife as much as you should have. I mean, it's very high quality. I mean, I know you can't really see, but I mean, look at that. I mean, and if you look here, I don't know if you can see that, but just the way the handle it is, the ergonomics are just excellent. I mean, they really are. And I like that it doesn't have that jimping on the back. I don't like that kind of stuff. I just don't. And it's very thick bladed knife, so your thumb fits on there just perfect. I mean, if you need the torque on it or whatever. And I can't find, and like I said, I haven't used it, I can't find an uncomfortable position with the knife. Just really impressed with it. It looks like just an excellent looking knife. I'm so glad I bought this knife. I mean, I am. I'm really, really ecstatic about this. I can't wait to use it. And too bad now I got it after hunting season. And my next review, I think I'm gonna use this knife a little bit, and then I'm gonna tell you on what I think. Now, I saw a gentleman on there. He did a 3-part series or a 2-part series on this knife. I thought he did an excellent job. I personally am not gonna carve a baseball bat out of a tree stump with my knife. But I thought that that was a good representative if you're really going to work a knife, that he showed that, you know, that this thing was not probably the best knife that he had out there for doing that. So you might want to check his video out, and I forget his name on there, but if you YouTube Master Hunter Part 1, Part 2, I think you'll find it, and I thought he gave a good demonstration of the capabilities of this knife and taking it to the limit. I don't plan on using it for that, so I don't need to whittle a baseball bat out of anything. I'm gonna be whittling opening up a deer with it maybe a couple times and then putting it away and maybe sharpening it once a year. It's not going to be heavy use. I am actually thinking about getting rid of my Bark River Gunny for this one if it can perform, because this is a lot. I like the sheath and everything. I mean, just really is just quality. And listen to that. Listen to that. Just listen for a second. I mean, that is in there. I can tell you, I'm sure you could put some heat on this and loosen up, but I like it tight like that because then I know that knife is not coming out of there. And that's the biggest thing I'm worried about with my Gunny, Bark River Gunny. And then you also have a snap here, which I don't even think you really need. But, I mean, that's how I will carry it. And I'm not a huge fan of this plastic or Kydex or whatever it is, but it also has 2 screws on here, so you can move the knife up and down on the sheath. I'm just really, really impressed with this. And I want to say hats off, Cold Steel. If this knife performs, I can see why it's called the Cold Steel Master Hunter, because this truly is a knife that I would recommend. I'm thinking about actually picking a couple of them up and giving them to to a couple friends of mine that one of them lost his. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. One of them lost his knife when he was on a drive for me, and I shot an 18-point buck, so I at least owe the guy a knife, huh? I think I'm keeping this one for myself, but I'm gonna purchase another one, I think, and I'm gonna give it to him because I would be glad to give somebody a knife like this. I think it's a high quality knife. Anyways, hey, leave your comments below. Sorry if I was a little rambling on a little bit about it. I just really think that this Cold Steel Master Hunter is definitely something. If you're in the market for a hunting knife, I would put this above a buck knife. Personally, I've had buck knives. I would say that it is definitely worth all of 80, 90, $100. Anything more than that, I guess you're gonna have to do your own research on it and find out if that's what you want to pay. But I would definitely be proud to take this knife out, and I'm planning on it to skin a deer or anything else. But hey, I appreciate it. You guys have an awesome day. Thanks a lot. Till next time. Bye bye.